Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we embark on a profound exploration of a question that has puzzled many. How did wickedness enter our world if God created Satan as a perfect being? It is a question that delves into the very essence of God's perfection and the existence of evil in our midst. Furthermore, we ponder where Satan's initial desire for wickedness originated, and how imperfection and corruption found their way into both humanity and certain angels. Let us begin by acknowledging that God, in His divine wisdom, created Satan, originally known as Lucifer, through the ministry of His beloved Son, Jesus Christ. This truth is confirmed in John 1 verse 13, which states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This verse affirms that all things were made through Jesus Christ, and without Him, nothing was created. Thus, all creatures, including Lucifer, owed their existence to God's creative power. It is crucial to emphasize that at the moment of their creation, all of God's creations were perfect, including Lucifer, who would later become Satan. Considering this, we are left pondering how the presence of imperfection and wickedness entered the world. To shed light on this enigma, we turn to the words of the prophet Isaiah, who eloquently spoke about the origin and fall of Satan. In Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15, we read the poignant lamentation, "How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven, I will raise my throne above the stars of God, I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds, I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depths of the pit." These verses paint a vivid picture of the fall of Satan from his exalted position in heaven. Yet, the account also reveals that Satan's initial state was one of perfection. To further illuminate this, we turn to the prophet Ezekiel, who provides even more astonishing details about Satan's original perfect state and subsequent fall. In Ezekiel 28, we encounter a description that captures the grandeur and magnificence Satan possessed. It speaks of precious stones adorning him, such as sardonyx, topaz, diamond, turquoise, onyx, jasper, sapphire, carbuncle, emerald, and gold. His settings and mountings were made of gold, and he was described as an anointed cherubim, positioned as a guardian on the holy mountain of God. From the day of his creation, Satan walked among the fiery stones, blameless in his ways. However, despite this initial state of perfection, iniquity was found in Satan. The account does not explicitly explain how this occurred, leaving room for speculation and contemplation. Yet, in Ezekiel 28 verse 17, a clue is offered, "Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth, I made a spectacle of you before kings." It appears that Satan's downfall was rooted in his pride and self-centered nature. His wisdom became overshadowed by his obsession with himself and his own beauty, causing him to turn away from the glory of God. This tragic shift in focus led to his ultimate downfall. To gain a fuller understanding of Jesus' statement about witnessing Satan's fall from heaven like lightning, let us delve into the context in which he made this revelation. The incident occurred when 70 disciples returned after Jesus had sent them to preach and prepare the way for him in various cities. Upon their return, they were filled with joy and, perhaps, a sense of personal pride. They joyfully reported to Jesus, saying, "Lord, even the demons submit to us in your name." Luke 10 verse 17. It was at this moment that Jesus, in his wisdom, warned them against pride. He responded, "I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning." Luke 10 verse 18. Jesus was cautioning his disciples against excessive pride, indicating that their delight in having authority over demons should not lead them to an inflated sense of self-importance. Pride is a sin that can pave the way for other sins, just as excessive arrogance caused the fall of Lucifer, Satan, and his expulsion from heaven. Therefore, the disciples should be cautious to avoid this danger in their ministry. Lucifer had exalted himself due to his pride, seeking to elevate his position above God's. As a result of his misconduct and rebellion, God dethroned Satan, and he was expelled from his privileged position on the holy mountain of God, ultimately coming to the earth. His original sin led to his punishment, which awaits him in the form of eternal fire, as mentioned in Matthew 25 verse 41. Thus, Satan, despite being created perfect, brought evil into the world through his own development of pride and arrogance, corrupting something beautiful and perfect into sin and imperfection. Let us delve deeper into the aspects of pride that led Satan to contemplate and attempt acts against God. He declared, "I will ascend to heaven," even though he already had access to the presence of God. Satan sought to reside in the place of God. Additionally, he said, "I will raise my throne above the stars of God," symbolizing his desire to elevate his authority above other celestial beings, such as the angels. Further, he proclaimed, "I will sit on the Mount of Assembly," indicating his aspiration to rule over all matters. Finally, he boldly declared, "I will be like the Most High," showcasing his audacious ambition to be equal to God himself. Due to the rebellion caused by his pride and self-absorption, Satan's character underwent a profound change, transitioning from perfection to imperfection. The holiness he once obtained from his Creator was lost, and corruption took its place. The exact moment of Satan's fall is not explicitly revealed in the Bible, but based on biblical evidence, we can deduce that it occurred at some point after the original creation of the heavens and the earth. It remains uncertain whether Satan fell before or after the creation of humanity, but it is clear that his fall occurred before the events of Genesis 3, where the temptation of Adam and Eve is recorded. Satan successfully deceived and seduced some angels to join him in his rebellion, leading to their permanent moral decay. After this seduction, there was no turning back for them, and they were condemned to a life of sin and destruction. Symbolically, the book of Revelation 12 verse 4 describes how a third of the stars of heaven, representing the angels, were swept away by the dragon, Satan, in his attempt to thwart God's plans. It is crucial to remember that the same Bible that records the origin and existence of evil also portrays God as completely just and perfect in all his ways. God views sin as extremely wicked and worthy of judgment. He neither promotes nor perpetuates sin, as stated in James 1 verse 13, "No one, when tempted, should say, 'I am being tempted by God.' For God cannot be tempted by evil, and he himself tempts no one. Temptation does not come from God but arises from our own weaknesses. God is beyond temptation, and he does not tempt anyone. Satan, with his beauty, became a source of pride that ultimately led to his expulsion from God's presence. His own pride and self-importance corrupted his mind, and he continues to be driven by pride, seeking to usurp what rightfully belongs to God. Understanding Satan's pride serves as a cautionary lesson for us, helping us avoid such pride in our own lives. Through the empowering presence of the Holy Spirit, we can guard against the dangers of pride and remain humble in our ministries and daily lives. Thank you for exploring this insightful understanding of Satan's fall and the cautionary lesson it holds for us. If you found this discussion valuable, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thought-provoking content. Stay connected and continue your journey of knowledge and wisdom with us.